Hello learners, welcome to the class on corporate law. I want you all to observe this image. What are your thoughts on it? The blue box, which contains the word certificate of incorporation, highlights that the company is incorporated as per Prevalent Companies Act in India, while the content in the red boxes highlight the name of the company and a unique corporate identity number allotted to the incorporated company. Naturally, now a question would come to your mind. Company? What is a company? Company is a registered association of many people who contribute money or money's worth to a common stock and employs it in some trade or businesses and also shares the profit or the losses from the entity. Learners, Section 2, subsection 20 of the Companies Act of 2013 defines company as a company incorporated under this act or any under previous company law. Companies have certain characteristics that make them unique and different from other forms of organizations like proprietorship and partnership. Let us now learn more about the characteristics of companies. Incorporated association. A company is created when it is registered under the Companies Act. It comes into being from the date which is mentioned in the certificate of incorporation. The number of subscribers, also called as promoters, for the type of companies are decided by the Act. The table here highlights the minimum requirements. It says the type of company and the number of subscribers required for the company. For public company, we need minimum 7 members, for private 2 members, and for one person company 1 member. Separate legal entity. A company formed and registered under the Companies Act is a separate legal entity and is a distinct form from its members. It may contract, sue, and be sued in its own name. It has no physical body and it only exists in the eyes of law. Though it exists in the eyes of law, it cannot act on its own. It has to act through the board of directors which are elected by the shareholders. Perpetual succession. A company is a stable form of business organization. Its life does not depend upon the death, insolvency or retirement of any or all of its shareholders or the directors. Law creates it and law alone can dissolve it. As the life of company is not affected by the changes in the individual shareholders, it is said to have the perpetual succession, that is continuity of life. Transferability of shares. Shareholders have the right to transfer their shares. The shares of the company are freely transferable and be sold or purchased in the stock exchanges where they are listed. However, in the case of private companies, there are certain restrictions which are placed on the rights of the member who wish to transfer their shares. Limited liability of members. It means that the liability of the shareholder is limited up to the value of the shares which are held by them. Once the shareholders have paid the full nominal value of the shares they have agreed to take, they cannot be held responsible for any of the debts for which the company cannot be met from the company's assets. Separate property. The property of the company is not considered as the joint property of the shareholders, although the same has been purchased from the capital which was contributed by the shareholders. Common seal. A company, being an artificial person, cannot sign its name on any document. So, a company functions with the help of a common seal, which is the official signature of a company. Board. The management of the company is delegated to a board, popularly called as board of directors. Separation of management from ownership. Shareholders are the true owners of a company, but usually the number of shareholders is quite large, and such as it is neither possible neither desirable for each member to take part in day-to-day management of the company. Therefore, the company is managed by board of directors which are elected by the shareholders of the company. Learners, we have just discussed the important characteristics of the companies. Thank you.